All right, ladies, welcome to Mindful Attraction 2.0. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the 10 signs that he's the one. All right. And it's important to understand this because if you don't understand what's a sign that he's a good person, what's a sign that he's a good boyfriend, what's a sign that he makes like the type of guy that you want to spend your time with, you're not going to know what to look for and you're always going to make the wrong decisions. And that happens a lot. You want a healthy relationship. Notice the sign of overly jealousy. Can he deal with having some jealousy? That's what you got to look out for. All right. So he has to get jealous, but in a healthy way, in a very loose kind of way. So if you notice that he cannot handle that, then it's a sign that it's not going to get easier as you guys keep going, as you guys keep getting to know each other. The second thing is he isn't clingy and has an air of independence. A lot of women mistake clingy with loving them. That's not true. Because clinginess is more of an ego attachment. When you cling on to someone, you're just using them as your source of happiness. That doesn't mean you love them, all right? And so they think that, oh my God, he asked me where I'm at for the 50th time today. That's so cute. No, it isn't. It's not cute. It's fucking weird, all right? So the truth is that if he isn't clingy and he's independent and he doesn't mind being away from you for a couple of hours or even a couple of days, then that's a sign that he's either seeing somebody else, or that he is a independent kind of guy. And third sign, he doesn't have an emotional outburst. When a man is able to keep his cool underneath the tension, and when he's able to feel angry but relax within the anger, knowing how to find peace in the midst of chaos, then that's a great sign that he's emotionally mature. When a guy doesn't have that, when a guy doesn't possess the ability to calm down when things go bad, then that's not something you got to watch out for. All right, so that's a third sign. He doesn't have emotional outbursts. Number 4, he doesn't talk shit on other people. And this is something I look out for, especially in friends. When I notice that a friend of mine is always talking bad about other people, there's a good likelihood that he's going to talk bad about me. And when a guy, especially when you're with a man that loves gossiping, loves to talk shit about other people, then that's a sign that he's immature. That's a sign he's going to talk bad about you. All right. So when a guy doesn't do that, when he stops you from talking bad about other people because he thinks that's bad, because he thinks it's not good manners, yo, motherfucker, man, that's a good sign, all right? And Number 5, when he has a YouTube channel, I'm kidding. When he's ambition or is working towards something greater than himself, pretty much when he has ambition. You want a guy with that. A guy with ambition is not that I'm saying you want to look for a rich guy, but you want to look for a guy who is working towards something greater than where he currently is in his life. Because if he isn't, then he's gonna get stagnant. He's gonna stop you from growing. You're with someone who's empowering, who has a lot of faith in themselves and in yourself as well. All right. So if you're noticing that he's always challenging you to think bigger, to achieve your goals, that's the guy that you want in your life. Number 6. And this is kind of true. This is a little fucked up, but he doesn't have any drug addiction. Like, I'm not saying all of them, but primarily I'm talking about heavy drugs like cocaine, addicted to alcohol, addicted to heroin, and all those deep fucking drugs, man. You don't want that in your life. You don't want a guy who comes with baggage. Heck, look, man, sometimes even weed. Number 7, he doesn't harbor resentment from past arguments. And this is huge. You know how couples, they argue and then they think about that? They remember the argument and then they use it for the next time. Like you say, remember that last time you said this, you said that, and they hold on to it. When a guy is able to argue with you, but then he's able to go over it the next day, that's a sign of maturity, or someone who's actually mature and who doesn't take things personal. You want a guy like that, but if you notice the guy you're with is constantly holding on to things, constantly getting offended by the things you say and bringing it on to the next argument, then that's a sign you don't want to be with that guy. But if you notice that he's like, wow, he's just chill. He's acting like nothing happened. I'm not saying that he does that. He provokes it and then acts like nothing happened. But I'm just saying you offend him, but he just brushes it off like it's no big deal for him. That's a sign of someone who's very mature emotionally, who's able to have an argument with someone without being resentful. Number 8, he doesn't put up with your bullshit and he's willing to leave. And that's a big one right there, because it's a sign of a guy who has a high value. If he doesn't put up with all your bullshit and it says, you know what, I don't want to deal with this shit no more. I don't know what the kind of relationships you've been, but I don't deal with this shit. If you notice that he's willing to leave you, if you don't stop your bickering, if things don't change in the relationship, that's a sign of a man who doesn't compromise his values. You see, you want that. You don't want to stay with a guy who puts up with your bullshit. You don't want to stay with a guy who puts up with you cheating on him. You don't want to stay with a guy who puts up with you verbally abusing him. You don't want that. Because yes, you're getting your way, but at the same time, you're gonna feel like he's a pussy. You're pushing him away, and guess what? What's gonna end up happening is that you're gonna end up cheating on him, or you're gonna end up having a relationship where you're the boss and he's the suburban servant. You don't want that. You want a man who's able to look at you and say, "Yo, I'm not dealing with this shit no more." All right, you either change him or I'm bouncing. You want that because you're able to experience his masculinity. And if you keep getting your way in a relationship, guess what? You're never going to experience the feminine. You're never going to experience a guy's masculine side because he's continually having to capitulate to your demands. People telling me that capitulate is not a word. I don't think it is, but it just sounds good. Number 9, he respects you and your family. And that's a big one. I don't have to go too deep into it, but when a guy shows you, if a guy doesn't respect your family by talking shit about them or talking shit about them so that he can get closer to you by saying, you know what, your family sucks, your family is just against you, you should don't listen to your family, listen to me. If he doesn't at least put an asterisk, which is, look man, I usually respect people's family, but in this occasion I think they're wrong. If he doesn't do that, but just rightfully tries to put himself as the one who's right and as the one who you should listen to, keep an open mind. He's not good for you. But if he continually tries to tell you to get closer to your family, try to resolve things, then that's a sign of a healthy guy, of a guy who doesn't want to use your weakness as his own strength. And the last one, he values his health. You see, if a guy doesn't value his health, the truth is that it's not about the dynamics of the relationship, even though that might affect it because he might gain weight and he might look differently. I'm just saying that you want a guy who values his health. And if he has all of these traits, but doesn't value his health, you know what? You're not going to be able to enjoy him. You're just not. You want a guy who values his health, who values going to the gym, who values getting in shape, who values eating right, who values going to the gym and working out, because he's going to set that as an example for yourself and your family members. But if you both don't value your health, guess what, man? You're just screwing everyone up. You want a guy who values it, because if he works out, if he does aerobics, just any type of exercise, is going to be more calm, more relaxed, more level-headed, and you want those kind of things. And I hope to see you guys there, and have a good day. See you guys later. Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have 2 nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get out. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.